our directories and all of that. So, okay, well, welcome to the 2021 Little Sand Lake Area Association annual meeting. Isn't it nice to be meeting in person and online? We have some people joining us online as well today, so hopefully everything will go smoothly with the two modes running. Okay, so normally at this time we have everyone introduce themselves. We're going to skip that in the interest of time and because we have people online that we can't see and they can't see us. So we will begin. Okay, isn't that a great photo of the lake? My next door neighbor took that. I don't know if any of you saw a helicopter buzzing around here last fall. They came over my dock, like they're about 15 yards off the end of my dock and about 10 feet off, and I thought, what is going on? Well, it's my next door neighbor taking pilot lessons for a helicopter, and they took these photos. I told her she had to post something on Facebook and let them know that it was not an emergency, because I was ready to, I don't know, I thought it was a state patrol because it happened to be burgundy besides, so anyway. Okay, so first thing is I sent the secretary's report out to everyone, so I am assuming that everybody has read that. And our secretary, Cindy, you want to stand up? Cindy Nolet. She's been serving for 2 years now. Oh, no, 3. 3 years. Yes. So she put those together for us, but we're not reading them, so we will just go on to a vote. So the way that people online are voting is you just need to wave if you're agreeing to accept. If you're not, you need to send a chat note to Jacob and he'll let us know.
Regina?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
On the minutes, okay, in the beginning, it's checked if a board member is present, and it checks that Christine Hobrow, Director at Large, is present. But in the minutes, she's not a Director at Large yet, because she's being voted on for the first time as a new member.
Oh, is this from 2021 or 2020?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's a board member.
she did just join last year.
But in the minutes, the annual
You're right. Okay.
that she's there as a board member.
Okay. Well, okay, we will correct that. We just need to take that off because she was not a board member at the time of the meeting. Thank you. You are so detailed. Thank you for reading them. Thank you, Maggie. So we'll correct that. So with that, I mean, do we need to say anything more than that? With that change, we can go ahead and vote on it?
You can vote on it with that change.
Okay, so with the change of taking Christine off as a board member last year, all in favor of accepting the minutes say aye or wave. Aye. All opposed? Okay, we're good, go. All right, moving on. Okay, so treasurer. You need to hold this, what's that? I can hold it, you need to
I got it.
hold it close to your mouth, I guess.
Get my equipment on. Too much equipment here. Good morning. I'm Punky Catlin. I'm treasurer of Little Sand Lake Association. Okay, I'll shout. Gosh, what a great year we've had. I can't see you because these are for nearsighted and not distance. Anyway, thank you all for the donations that you've made to Little Sand Lake. Your membership, your additional monies for AIS, the online payments, unbelievable what we are at this morning, 103 memberships already. We picked up 2 new ones this morning, and we welcome those people to our group. This is just unbelievable. It really makes our work so easy. As you came in, we got more people coming in. As you came in, you received your new directory. We decided to update that this year, so that's great. If you would like a second directory, They are $6, and we will take your money and give you one. So it's always nice to have an extra one on the boat or whatever. The slides that you'll see, the treasurer's report, the one that is showing right now, I believe is this the May one? I can't read what's
Year-end one.
Year-end.
I think I went too.
She went too quick.
There you go.
Okay.
No, I'm going the wrong way again. There you go.
Okay, the treasurer's report, this has been reconciled through May 31st. I reconcile the checkbook every month. We use this format because it really gives us a good idea of where our monies come and go monthly. We always reconcile to the penny, which is kind of unusual and very nice. I just want to point out a couple of things in this. I will not spend a lot of time on this. As you can see, we have a transactions column that shows the transactions that happened through the month. Those carry over into the appropriate columns to the right, all the way to the right. So you can see what our transactions are for the month of May. At the bottom, you can see currently, at the top left, $11,940.89 was carried over from the April balance, checkbook balance. After the transactions and activity for the month of May, our checkbook balance sits at $13,156.17. As you can see on here, our biggest expense this year was in January when we paid out our monies for the watercraft inspection, and that's where our AIS funding helps us a lot because that's the biggest expense we have generally in the year. At the bottom, you'll see these are CDs that we have purchased at the bank. The board generally tries to use your money wisely, and we don't want to, have so much money sitting in different areas, so we'll slide money around here and there. We did a couple of things this year. In October, we felt that we needed to take some of the money out of the general fund. So you'll see $5,000 removed from our general fund. We bought another CD for that. So you'll see that listed at the bottom. So not only do we have our checkbook balances there showing, but we also have our CD balances, and they sit currently at $8,634.66. The next slide will be This is our year-end report. I do this at the end of the year. It just shows fiscally what's happened from January through December of the year. And the balances at the top rolled over from the prior year. So in 2020, we brought forward $8,189 and so many cents. And those are all balances that come forward. The balances at the bottom that are in yellow down there are the balances that rolled over into our new year. This is a great resource for us because it helps us as a board look at line items and ways that we're spending our money and totaled out where our money's, it helps us plan our budgets for the next year. So you can just see where we ended up the year there. And the last slide that we're going to show you this morning, we've put together, this is our actual expenses and our budget planning proposals. What we do is take the end-of-year reports over the years. You can see how we've compared end-of-the-year reports and our spending in different areas and how that has played itself out so that we can propose what a budget might be sitting at for our next year. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this morning. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're a very vibrant, very big and moving, and people, I have people that live on other lakes. They can't believe how active our lake association is. And it's all of us that put this together and work with this, so I greatly appreciate. And I appreciate that you've all paid so quickly. Don't have to hound you.
Thanks, Punky. One of the things that we should mention about those CDs that we're keeping, they are actually sort of, I guess I'd call it an emergency fund. and those were started some time back. In case we get some type of AIS, we would need extra money to help us fight. I would just happen to look at the Little Sand or the Big Sand website a while back. They're working to get $100,000 in that type of a fund, just so you have an idea of what they would expect it to take.
Little Sand, or Big Sand Lake, I think their membership is at $50 a person too, and we're at 35, and we've held at 35 for a number of years here. But, and just so you know, of that $35, 20 of those dollars go to our general fund, and then 15 of that membership fee goes automatically to AIS. We do that, we just split it out that way, because there's no reason to hold all that money in general fund. We don't spend that much out of our general fund.
Thank you. And Punky did mention donors that give above and beyond, and we've had some very generous donations come through this year that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of everything that comes through, but just wanted to thank everyone. Okay, with that, we'll vote to accept the treasurer's report, and same process, people online. Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, report is approved. All right. We are moving on to the Healthy Lake Report, and Wayne's going to take that.
Okay.
And if you want to move this
Yeah,
quote
just
back
move
that
the
way.
mouse. Okay, these are the topics I plan to cover in the report. So we'll move on from there. Boat launch inspections. First off, this year is better than last year in that they had all the inspectors hired before fishing opener. They also had them trained. So we had an inspector at our launch site opening fishing. And the other thing that I would say is we've got the same inspector we had last year. It's a lady or a woman that owns that horse ranch on 7 just after the tar ends on the west side of the road. Okay? You know, if you're going up 7, the tar ends, I don't know, maybe turns into 91 or 92. Not the one that's way up on 71. That's a whole different story. Okay, so that's ongoing. The decontamination station is also open and ready. And what I would say is if you have friends or relatives that come to visit you and they have a boat with them, and the boat hasn't been out of the lake for at least, say, 7 days, that you have them, particularly if they've been in an infested water, have them go to the decontamination station. It's the number's there for you to call. It is available, I believe, normal working hours, and it's free. Okay, what they do is they have a high-pressure hot water pressure washer that washes down the boat or pontoon. And it will eliminate any type of zebra mussel or vegetation that they might have on their boat. Okay, and it's located, in case you don't know where that address is, you know where I call it the dump. Okay, it's right north of there across the street. Somebody else might call it something else, but keep in mind it's free, okay? So you don't have to pay 50, 60, 80 bucks or anything like that. Okay, another thing that COLA did this year is they purchased 18,000 bait bags. So when you go to a bait store and you buy your sucker minnows or shiners or whatever, you may get a bag, plastic bag, that has a message on it that talks about clean, drain, or dry. And in case you didn't get one, because I didn't get them here right away, there's also some beer coasters back there that you can grab that have the same type of message on them. Take them home, give them to your friends, whatever. Okay. Okay. Here's the money that's being used this year in Hubbard County for boat inspections. You can see it's about $320,000, I believe. Lake associations put up $110,000. The townships paid in just about $50,000, and the state contributed $180,000. This year there's a new program. Also, the COLA is developing a group of people called Shoreland Advisors, okay, that are trained in, you know, if you want to do something with your shoreline, they will come out for free and give you advice, okay? The program is just getting on their way, so I don't know that they're fully trained yet, but you can visit the Hubbard County COLA website if you want to contact these people. As far as an AIS update, there's nothing to report on our lake, but basically you see the other lakes in the area that are contaminated. Zebra mussels in Long Lake, they found them at the, I think it's the South Boat Launch, probably down in Hubbard, I believe is where that's at. Faucet snails, the big problem with faucet snails is they're deadly to waterfowl, okay? There's also COLA grant opportunity. Yes?
Wayne, any news on big man trap and zebra mussels?
No, I haven't heard anything on big man trap with regard to zebra mussels.
But they had,
They have the,
Eurasian-
sorry, milfoil.
yeah, they have milfoil.
Oh.
And I did check with Nick Macklem this spring, and he said that, you know, they pulled it up last year and they're just monitoring right
Right.
now. There's really no change from last year.
And it was at, I think it's one of the, you know, it's kind of this group of lakes, and it's a relative distance from us. The other thing that's good is the fact that the river between Big Man Trap and on down to us, it's pretty clogged up. So it may filter vegetation before it gets to us. And they've also hired and worked with the DNR to pull all the vegetation out that they could find. So basically they go out, you know, with that emergency fund type money and pull it out of the lake.
So
And
that's coming out of their lake association?
yes. Well, and I don't know if the DNR, I'm not 100% certain, but nothing from us. Okay.
They have scuba divers go in to pull.
Right, yeah. These people are trained specially to get rid of aquatic plants. Okay, there's also grant opportunities available. If you do want to restore your shore, you can apply for a grant to COLA. They'll do up to $2,000 in grants. And if you want more information, you can visit their website, okay? Now, the last, or one of the last items I want to bring up is the zebra mussel tubes. There's plastic tubes that are round. There's also monitors that are like about a 5-layer collection of plastic sheets that are bolted together, and you can also use a cinder block brick and put in your lake. And you should, if you haven't done it, get it in the lake now. And then in late August, mid-September, you should pull it out and inspect it for any zebra mussels. Okay, so if you have one, get it in. We've done a great job. I think we've had up to 25 people around the lake reporting per year, which is very good. Okay, the last thing is Glen Gap runs the program Restore the Shore as far as tree purchases. This past year, we had $500 worth of trees purchased. They come from the Bedore nursery for the most part. I think I've purchased myself over the 10, 11 years we've lived here something between 50 and 100 trees. My white pines that I first purchased now are over 10 feet tall. So they're working quite well. If you do purchase them, particularly white pine, there's 2 warnings I'll give you. If you go through Itasca, you see all these white caps. It looks like they've put newspaper on them. That's one way to prevent deer browse. The other one is a metal cage around them. And if anybody needs some, I've got 6 of them that I don't know what to do with, because the trees now have gotten beyond where the deer can browse on them. So, any questions? So if you want them, you just got to stop by my place and pick them up. Okay. All right, I see 2 people interested. Very good. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Wayne. So Wayne is leaving the board, so we need somebody on our new board to become the COLA rep this year. All right. Okay, we have a number of committees and folks that volunteer to do things around the lake for all of us. Mainly, I'm just going to talk here about in appreciation of these folks and just recognize them. Social Committee, Phyllis Trutna is our chair. Membership and welcome packets. If you're new and you haven't gotten one, let us know. If you know of somebody new on the lake, let us know so that Amy Tronsgaard can get you one. The newsletter, Luann O'Neill puts that together for us. Website, if you haven't met Jacob, he's over here monitoring all our technology stuff. He put in the online credit card payment system, which everybody seems to really like. Jacob is doing the website. Directory, we have Karen Netlin, and Karen is here. Thank you, Karen. And I think I told you this the last time we met in person, that in the past we tried to maintain 2 different versions of the directory, one that we would print and one that we did online. We're just maintaining the one online. That's always going to be the most current, because this is already out of date, and we printed it last week. So anyway, but we're printing the one that's online, so we only have to maintain one version. Nancy and Mark Doda handled the fishing contest in the kiosk, and I'll have you come up in a minute. An email is Christine Hobro. The emails you get from us are coming from her. And by the way, at the bottom of every email you get, there's a link to our website, the Little Sand website, a link to the Facebook page, and a link to the COLA site, Hubbard COLA. And Rondi Herda, my next door neighbor, put the Facebook page together for us. And then just a quick rundown of social events. We'll talk a little more about them, but 4th of July boat parade. Want to mention that I made the mistake in the newsletter. It starts at 9, not 10, and that's because of the parade that's in town, and people want to go to that. Annual picnic is August 7th. Although I just got a letter yesterday from our high school that we are having an all-school reunion in Thief River Falls that day. So it's still August 7th until further notice. Fishing contest, July 31st, and the comeback of the coffees this year. And you have the social calendar has been mailed out, and I think it's online now. I'm not sure if they've got that updated or not. All right. More recognition. Along with Phyllis on the social committee, we have Dar Swanson, Janet McMillan, and Karen Odegaard. Thanks to those ladies. And we have a group of folks that go out on a regular basis and check the water, make sure our lake is healthy and clear, do a number of different types of tests, and that includes Wayne, Larry Odegaard, Mark Doda, Glenn Gapp, Ray Carlson, and Janet McMillan and Marshall Howe. And I didn't know Janet and Marshall were doing this, but they keep track of water level. Is that right, what you're doing? Okay. So thank you for doing that. Thanks, everyone, for... Oh, I had to put in this photo. You remember the big storm on July 9th where everybody lost trees? Well, our neighbor down on Glider, she had a huge pine go down, and it went all the way around this bear statue. It was crazy.
Whose place is that?
Jan Roth. Okay, I'll speak a little bit to this. Okay, we've been talking about the annual picnic. In case you haven't picked it up, we're going to have a Hawaiian theme this year. Thus the outfits, okay? So August 7th, 5 o'clock, and it's going to be a potluck dinner. Feel free to, if you're bringing something, to make it in Hawaiian style. And our Spam person, Mary Nelson, she's all excited. She's going to make sure we have lots of good Spam dishes. I don't know if you know Mary. She's my other next door neighbor, and she worked for Hormel for many years, maker of Spam. Okay, Mark.
My name is Mark Doda, and I run the fishing contest. And it's the 19th annual, so been around for a while. We start registration between 5 and 5:30. It's $1 per fisher person. You fish 5:30 to 7:15. You catch your fish. If it's a big fish and you want to get it weighed and measured, bring it in right away, and then you can go back out. This is family and fun for the association members and their family and friends. So it's always the first Saturday, or the Saturday before Taste of Dorset, which is going to be July 31st. There are prizes that we give away. The fish species included would be northern walleye, crappie, sunfish, rock bass, and large and smallmouth bass. So again, we had pictures up there, and we had masks on last year. We won't be wearing masks, so please put that on your calendar and come out and enjoy. And then Nancy and I, we also take care of the kiosk, and we'll keep that updated with a lot of the information on the lakes. So please take a look at that. Thank you.
Yeah, and as far as the kiosk, that's also where we keep the memorials. So if you make a donation in memory of someone, we put a name plaque in there. So, and I was going to hold up that, I don't know where it is, that big sweatshirt. I think that's kind of cool. It's in the, we won't bother. You can see it up there. But anyway, Emmaville Cafe gave us this gorgeous sweatshirt that's going to be a prize at the fishing contest. So, all right. Okay, now I just want to also thank, but whoever's here as far as board members, if you could stand, just want to recognize and appreciate you. I know some folks aren't here, but okay, so Wayne is past president. My understanding is Wayne has been on the board for at least 9 years, right? Yes. Yeah. So, thank you. Mark Doda Director at Large, he's been on for 2 terms, so 4 years, and obviously you've seen his name in a lot of volunteer positions as well as others. Thank you, Mark. Cindy Nowit, our secretary. Cindy actually took over halfway through a previous secretary's term, but she's fulfilled actually 1.5, but she's up for election again today. Steve Trutna, the vice president. Steve isn't here. I don't know if I think they're online, but I'm not sure if we can see him. But Steve's, he waved, okay. Hi, Steve. He is on his second term, starting his second year of his second term. Larry Odegaard, director at large. He's going into his second year of his second term. Christine Hobro, director at large. She has completed 1 year of her first term, and I think she's online. Is she waving? Is she online? Oh, there we go. Oh, we can see you now. All right. Thanks, Jacob. Okay. Punky Catlin she's up here. Thank you. And I think Punky's been this treasurer for 13 years or something like that? 18 years? Oh. I told Wayne if they ever made me do that long, I was going to move away from the lake. So, okay. And then I've been the president, and today is my last day in that position. But I will still be on the board as the past president. All right, so what's that? Oh, I didn't mention Glenn. Okay, is Glenn on? No, Glenn will not be on. His daughter is getting married today. Glenn, director at large, and he's completed 1 term, and he's up for election today. Also has been a volunteer on the lake Okay, so moving on to board member nomination and election. Do you want to take that, Wayne? Sure. Present the slate of candidates.
Okay, here's our slate of candidates for election this year. As Magina said, she's retiring as president. She will take my position, past president. And Christine has agreed to run for the job of president. Cindy, our secretary, is up for re-election to serve a 2nd term. Glenn Gapp, director at large, is up to serve a 2nd term. Karen would be new to the board. Where's Karen? Okay, so Karen would be new to the board, and Jane. Is Jane here? Where's Jane? Oh, okay. All right. And she has agreed to run for the board also. So, without further ado, I'd like to know if there's any nominations from the floor. Anybody want to run for president? Okay, there's a move that nominations be ceased. Is there a second? Okay. All those in favor of our slate of candidates, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Looks like they're carried. Right. Okay, so. I'm no longer on the board. It was terrible because, the board meetings this past year were on Zoom, and it was great because I could sit at home with a glass of wine and do the meetings.
He was the only one that was visibly doing that. Okay, Christine wanted to have some time to just address everyone, and she'll be up on the screen here in a second. Okay, we're getting up. Christine will let you know. Okay, you're on.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
You're muted, Christine.
Well, I'm not, but
there you
Jacob
are.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am home, not at the lake. I'm sorry. My mother turns 80 today. We have a big party. And my daughter, we have our graduation open house on Monday. And I have a day job too. So as you might imagine, there just wasn't time for me to get to the lake and back and be on time for all that. So I am sorry I'm not there in person. But I'm really happy to be here. Magina, we had one question in the chat about the directory. The directory is locked on our website, and I'll also put it in the chat. But for anyone who knows, when you click into the directory on the website, the password is capital L, capital S, capital L, capital A, rocks. So LSLA rocks. And the ROCKS is not capital. So I'll also put it in the chat for our friend who asked, but just in case anyone wonders, that's a small measure to help keep all of our information safe and really private to just our lake friends. So my thanks to all the board members. This last year has been really a lot of fun. Wayne did have wine. Somebody else might have, but I won't call anybody else. Wasn't me. I was usually the one eating dinner while we were meeting, but it was a lot of fun. And just the fact that everyone made time to be together on the phone through Zoom to continue the business of the lake was fantastic. We have some friends who just moved to a different lake because they waited and waited for a Little Sand Lake property and it didn't come up. And it's interesting because they've heard me talk about our lake association and they're really jealous. So I'm so grateful for all those who've come before me. I'm so grateful for Magina staying on as past president because I know some of what to do, but I certainly don't know all of what Magina does. So it's also president in training the first year for sure. So Magina, in advance, my big thanks to you for the time you're going to give me going forward. And to that note, I have a little bit to say about Magina. I asked her a few questions because everybody knows Magina, and stepping into her shoes, she's so organized, she's so dedicated, she gets so much done, and everybody loves Magina. So I wanted to find out how long Magina had been on the board and a couple of other things. So Magina, you just get to stand there and smile while I talk about you a minute. All right, so Magina has been involved with our Lake Association since 2015, taking over the social committee. In 2016, she joined the board as director at large while still acting as the social committee coordinator. She was elected to president in 2017. Magina, I said, what have you been most pleased with during your tenure? Because I really like good news and I really wanted to hear what did she think the good news of the association was. And she said, really, first of all, it's the commitment of the various board members and what they've made to Little Sand Lake and how much they care about our beautiful lake. And I think that's key. You could hear it in the, in the reports to date with all of our leaders on the call, but especially, cleaning the boat. I mean, that's critical that we care for our lake. Last year we had an issue where we're not sure who, but a couple of times fish entrails were found at the public access. And so we took some action against that to help avoid that. So we really do have a great group of volunteer board members. Magina also said we have many Little Sand residents who faithfully and generously support the work of Little Sand, often giving over their membership dues in generous donations. And we'll take anything, big, little, or medium. We'll take anything to help the efforts. And as Magina said, really build that fund because heaven forbid, if we do end up with something in our lake, we will need those funds to attend to it. As far as the annual meetings, she said she was pleased that the Zoom meeting last year really worked out well for us. The association met only one time before that in person at Zorbaz, and that was a success. And I think based on the clapping and so forth, I think you're well attended at Zorbaz. So I'm super jealous I'm not there. A big thanks to Rob and his team for hosting us and being willing to let us call Little Sand our association meeting home base. So thank you for that. And Magina was also pleased that everyone didn't mind moving the lake up or the meeting up a little bit so that y'all can get finished there and get back on the lake. I asked Magina, what about the future excites you as you step into this past president advisor role? She said she's really excited about the future for Little Sand because of all the progress made. And you can see under Magina's leadership, there's been a lot of progress. She's excited for the many hands-on with Randy with the website and Janet, the social committee, and Phyllis and everyone else. There are lots of volunteers, but we can always use more. So honestly, it doesn't take a tremendous amount of time. And look, if I can work a full-time job, I have a family too, by the way, 2 households, at the cabin and home here. And also volunteer, you can too. It really isn't that much time commitment. You just have to be committed. All right. Magina also said that she is so appreciative of all of the passionate folks who've spent years on the board or doing lake monitoring, especially those folks. But really, they've since retired from those commitment, and she's grateful for their legacies because they've paved the way for lots of others. So Magina, with that, I'm going to ask you to turn the mic over to Punky, who I believe is going to take it from here. And thank you for all you've given me and all you will continue to give me and our Lake Association.
Aren't you excited about Christine? I am so excited about having her take this position. She's just great. I don't know how she does it all. I said, well, who do you want? What should we do about email coordinator? Because she does that. She goes, I think I can handle that. And I'm like, how? I don't know how she does it. She's got way too much energy. Jealous. Thank you, Christine.
So why does Punky have to have the microphone?
I don't know.
Magina, it has been an absolute joy working with you. This girl is so organized and has kept us together so well. She's done a marvelous job. She really has. It's been a pleasure to work with you. And as an appreciative thing that we normally do, we give stewardship awards to people that have gone above and beyond for our board and over the years. So we present to you this morning the traditional stewardship paddle.
I'm not sure if I'm as deserving as
Oh, you are.
previous awardees.
So this is an award we usually give out to people that have gone above and beyond. And thank you for all your years of service.
Thank you. I didn't expect that. Thank you. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited. Where are we putting it, Rob? You're not going to use it in the lake. Use it on him. That's a good idea. Okay. All right. So new business and our new. I was going to ask Christine if she was going to take over the rest of the meeting now that she's the new president. Well, technically, I don't think she's supposed to, but she covered a lot of stuff that I was just going to talk about. So we already talked about the directory. She already gave you the password for the directory on the website. The website is public except for the directory. And she talked about volunteers. And, when I was naming volunteers, you kind of heard the same names over and over. So obviously we'd love to add a few more to those. Wanted to just mention again the online payment of dues and donations and memorials. You can do that thanks to Jacob and Mark. They set that up for us in Stripe. Also wanted to thank Jacob for everything he's done as far as technology. I mean, we've done a lot of things this year. COVID forced us to learn some new ways to do things as far as Zoom. I mean, last year he set us up on Zoom. This year he's got us in dual mode. It took a lot of preparation, and thanks to Rob Swanson of Zorbaz for making that happen as well. Yes. Thank you, Jacob. You know what? This is just a small token, but I do have a little something for you, Jacob. Thank you. It's a gift certificate to Zorbaz. Okay. So that's all that I have. Is there any other business we have not covered that we need to address today? We're still okay with meeting at Zorbaz. I think Rob Swanson will let us come back if we want to. I know there's some issues with, just the structure of the building, but it's handy. We can get started early. We don't have to drive into town. So, okay. All right. And Zoom seemed to work pretty well for those who couldn't be here, so I'm really happy for that. Okay, if there's nothing else, we need a motion to adjourn the meeting. So moved. Wayne, second? Rob? Okay. Rob Hallstrom. Okay, so meeting is over, but of course there's lots more fun stuff to come. So I'm going to start with Jim Mead. Do you want to talk from there? You want to come up here and? Yeah. Okay.
Good morning. Sharon and I are approaching, I guess is a better term, of selling our property here, and we're on County Road 50. So if you know of somebody that would be interested, we would entertain talking to them.
Okay. Oh, he couldn't. They couldn't hear you. Can you just pull it?
Oh, we're considering selling our property over on County Road 50 on the river. And so we would entertain something if somebody was interested.
Okay, thank you. So everyone heard that. They're thinking about selling their property. So he came to the meeting to tell us he's leaving us. Okay. Angela, you're up. Yes. No, you're good.
We have some good friends that want to move into the area, so this is beautiful. I'm Angela Albee. We are on Glider Drive, and I do see Cindy is a walking billboard for me today. I'm not sure if anyone else has some Little Sand Lake apparel on. I see a sweatshirt, or I see a polo over there. So I do all things promotional. We have a lake logo that we kind of created that can go on anything, screen printing, embroidery, or whatnot. But also, you may see the shirt I'm wearing. This is a shirt I actually made for Amy Sorensen and her family. So anything can be done. We just have to talk about some minimums. Embroidery and screen printing is 12 pieces. So sometimes that's why it takes a little longer to get your items if I don't have enough people who have ordered. So I have my computer and everything here with me today. If anybody wants to look at things and take a look at what we have to offer, I'm here to hang out and talk to you.
I think that's it. Okay. All right. All right. And Angie actually donated a few things for the prizes that you'll see in a few minutes. Larry, did you want to come up and talk about your stuff?
Yeah, and Angela, I've got your shirt on. I love it. We make signs, Karen and myself, and a little recent addition is done by a granddaughter in Salt Lake City, Utah, but the Little Sand Lake stickers are pretty cool. There's 4-inch and 6-inch ones, and I think they're going to be part of some door prizes coming up. So most of you know about the signs. We do dock signs, we do road signs, we do family signs, we do cabin signs, any kind of sign at all. If you're interested in some of the work that we've done, we have a folder here for you to look at if you'd like. And basically that's it. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay. Anything, I guess anything, yes?
Larry, you should add that you donate part of what
Oh, yes.
to our
Yes.
association and to COLA.
Yes. Did you hear that? Oh, Larry donates $5 out of every sign, and Angie contributes, also from purchases made to her through her. Okay, moving on to prizes. You would not believe the donations we received from vendors this year, and it's just amazing. And I also want to say that. In addition to these folks, some of our board members paid for donations or some of these themselves, and the board paid for some of it, and Mike and Mary Nelson always provide. So we have a whole bunch of prizes. Now some have been pulled for the fishing contest. We have some great prizes coming up July 31st, and we'll also have door prizes this year at our annual picnic. So be sure to come to attend all of them. Okay, so we'll get started here. Let's see, we have to find should I just come up here and I'll tell you what we're pulling, and then Punky will pull the name, and, okay, we'll go from there. Okay, so, what,
Let's see, that is from Cali Kombucha at the Red Barn.
okay. What's that? Well, I'm just trying to figure this out. So, I think we pulled some of this aside.
Yes, we did, but this is all for.
Still more. Oh, okay, so both of these in one prize?
Nope, they're individual. and
Okay.
There's 4 bottles to bring in for a fill.
Oh, okay,
So there's a lot
all
of
right.
prizes.
Okay. So we have a $10 gift certificate to Cali Kombucha. I can never pronounce that word.
Cali Kombucha.
Kombucha. Okay, $10. So who's this? Now, I should mention, if anybody who paid their dues is eligible for prizes. It's a little bit different from what we've done in the past. So if the person is not here, we're going to set the prize aside, okay? If you're here, come up and pick it up. And Chris and Dee Goppelrud. Are you here, Chris? Okay, all right. And we have another $10 gift certificate from Cali Kombucha. Okay. Kristen Kaufman. I know she's not here. Okay. Set that there. And then we have 4 bottles from Cali Kombucha that
They're good for a free fill.
for a free fill. Okay. I hope whoever wins this is here right now. Okay. Oh, Carol Langry? Is that? Langen. Carol Langen? All right. Sorry, I didn't know you, Karen. Yes. All right. We have a $20 gift certificate for Nieces. DJ and Linda Radwins. Radwins. I should have you say the names.
That's our neighbors. They're not.
Okay. Okay. A $20 gift certificate to Blue North, which is at the new Summer Hill Adventures on 71. And this is Sandy Younger. $20 to Summer Hill Adventures. Spangler and Defano. Now this one, I'm gonna kind of go through. You have to be here to get this one. Sorry for those online, but it's a $25 gift certificate to the Dorset Corner Liquor, USA beverage caddy, and a USA apron for the 4th of July. Okay. So let's hope if we don't, we'll pull a different prize. Huh? Right. It will, yeah. Okay, then we'll give them, oh, you put them back in, never mind. We had most of this thought out in advance. Karen and Larry Odegaard. Did they leave? Or? No, they're over there. Okay. We'll just set this here. Oh, shucks, huh? Okay, what do we have here? Is this the candle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, is this it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is also going to be, you have to be here.
The book goes with it.
Right. Okay. So we got this thing from Mary and Mike Nelson, a toilet teaser book. But to go with that, oh, I hate it. Okay. Dorset Candle Company gave us a beautiful candle. So you get the toilet teaser and the candle together.
Really nice.
Okay, the Swedbergs.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, another $20 gift certificate to Blue North. Oh, I don't know. Okay, Rob Hallstrom won. Okay, are these all separate ones?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I think there's 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, these are the, okay.
Yep.
And they're all $10 ones?
Yes. and
Okay.
they're little gift
Okay.
cards on the top there.
So Beyond Juice, a $10 gift certificate. Craig and Melissa Rossman. Here, no? They own the Dorset liquor store, or don't they? Yeah. Okay. Another $10 gift certificate to Beyond Juice. Greg and Lorraine Luke. Are you here? Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna do a different one. Oh, we'll grab this one. $25 to Zorbaz. Richard and Linda Gone. Are they here? Thank you. All right. $20 gift certificate to the Dorset Chicken Coop. Deborah Roberto Solt, are you here? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. So we're.
My neighbor on the other side.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. $15 gift certificate to Revel Brewing. Paul Fisher. Okay. I'm going to make you deliver it. No. There you go. Okay. Okay. This is a $25 gift certificate to Rustic Cabin Decor in Park Rapids. The Pigattis, are you here? Oh, there you are. Okay.
You can use that at Summer Hill Farms as well. They have a really lovely little shop out there now.
Okay, we have another one for 15 for Revel Brewing. Tony and Maggie. $15 Revel Brewing. Okay, $25 to the Dorset Corner Liquor. Cindy Nolet. Companeros is 20, right? Companeros is 20? Oh. Well, it's a gift certificate. It's 20. 20 to Companeros. Richard Anderson. Not here, okay. $15 to Aunt Belle's. Stephen and Deborah Singh. Some of Okay, I'm going to give a matted print. We have a photographer on the lake. She donated a couple of her photos. So this one, she said, this isn't on Little Sand, but it is beautiful. It is the area. She shoots around here. All right. Whoops, that went down. It was Todd Schwartz. They here? Okay. Okay, Larry was talking about the stickers, those little sand stickers. I was going to keep one of these open, but should I open this so you can see them? No? Oh, well, okay. So we have a set of 5 stickers. There's 2 large and 3 small. Greg Johnson. I think I saw him online.
He's jumping up and down.
Molly Poppins, $20. Lori Isaacson. Are they here? Oh, there you are. I didn't see you. New neighbors for us down on Glider. Welcome to the lake again. Cindy Lou's, $25. Are they here?
No, but Carol can take it too.
Okay, Tim Wall. Who's? Yep. I don't know these people. Okay, $25 for Unknown Legends. If you don't know what Unknown Legends is, they also do some custom embroidery and that kind of thing. So $25. Jim Mead. Jim and Sharon. The folks that are planning to leave us, we're going to miss you. Okay, La Pasta, and I think this one is 20. Well, I think it's 20. Angela Vingy. Are you? Okay, Angie's my neighbor too. $25 to Forest and Floral Garden Center. Oh, Don Catlin. Where is he? Okay, we'll just leave it right here. Okay. Good Life, $25. Teresa Iden. Iden's here? No? Oh, okay.
Angela and
Yes. Yep.
Edward.
Yep. So this is from Angela Albee. Beautiful hot cold beverage cup. Oh, Carol and Jan Rothy. They're not here, are they? No. Okay. Don't see them. They're my neighbors. Oh, I was going to pull this. Okay. Also my neighbor. Hey, Glider's doing pretty well here. Another Little Sand Lake hot cold beverage cup for wine. And
She took the pictures.
oh,
Yeah.
and you took the photos. Oh, look, cool. Okay. So Amy Sorensen won this. Oh, perfect. Okay. We'll just leave it here. Oh, yeah, you can. Angie Vingy. Okay, we have another $25 gift certificate for the Dorset Corner Liquor. Wani Johnson family. Okay, what do you think? You want to do it? They're here? Okay.
Kids are up. She's paid her membership.
Okay. Another $10 gift certificate to Beyond Juice. Bill and Mary Jo Pearson Kacha? Are they here? No? Okay. I don't know them.
They live over in the cabins at the far end.
Oh, okay.
They're way out of state. I hope they come later this summer.
Oh, okay. Another $10 gift certificate to Beyond Juice. Bustrom's. Let's see. I think that, do we have? That's, okay, I think that's it, except for one more.
These aren't.
No, I think they were just covers.
Yeah, those were just covered.
Okay, so this is another photo from Barbara Joe, and this one is from Little Sand Lake.
So pretty.
Oh, Jacob Nolette. Yay! Yeah. Okay. Oh, we have, I almost forgot about this. I was going to take it home with me, that's why. Okay. Okay, we have a hydrangea from Rhodes Garden Center by Nevis. William McKinnon. Anybody know him? No, we haven't seen him for a couple of years up here. Oh. He practices in Grand Park. Do you know if he's around? Oh, he's paid his dues. Okay. So there's some discussion about should we pull another name. All in favor say aye. Opposed? Okay, we're going to pull another name. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, we will try to pull somebody that's we're going to go, sorry for those online or whatever, not here. We're going to make this a door prize. You have to be here to attend to get this one. Aha! Yes. Janice and Dick Peters. Okay. Good pull. Okay. That's it. We have just about as many wonderful prizes for the annual picnic and the fishing contest, so be sure to attend those as well. Okay, and Angie, if you want to order Little Sand logo wear or anything else from Angie, she's going to be over in the corner. All right, thanks for coming, and thanks for bringing your own beverages. Have a good summer and have a good day.